Sometimes, the engines were needed to help with track maintenance, and Tyler the little diesel was no exception. He had been given work on the Greenfield branch line, bringing workmen and supplies up and down the line. He felt this responsibility deeply and made sure everyone knew that. The others teased him and said he was like Rusty, but Tyler didn't mind, because the workmen soon had a brand new set of points built at the village station, and best of all, the Fat Controller had rewarded him with a passenger service on the line and deemed him a really useful engine. However, it was becoming clear he now had too much work to handle alone, and the Fat Controller had arranged to bring in a new engine to help out. Feeling alright there, Tyler?
A little. I'm just in need of a rest.
Good afternoon, everyone. Tyler, you'll be pleased to know that a new engine will be arriving in a few days. Bear in mind, he's coming from the Avon Valley Railway in the Midlands, so he's got quite a journey to get here.
Thank you, sir. I've always wanted to meet an engine from the Avon Valley.
Then I'm sure the two of you will get along just fine. Sadly, his owner can't keep him in service any longer, but he's told me that he's a hard worker and eager to work. I certainly hope so.
A few days passed, and Tyler was busy in the yard shunting coaches for the bigger engines. As he arranged some coaches into place, he heard an unfamiliar whistle. Then, he heard an engine coming closer and closer. There's the new engine, Tyler. Look.
Where? I can't see.
Suddenly, from the corner of his eye, a tank engine clattered by. It whistled a greeting and disappeared.
Bust my buffers.
He was certainly a fine sight. Come on, let's get these coaches to the platform and go and meet him. After he had finished shunting, Tyler oiled into the sheds to meet the new arrival. The new engine looked very smart. He was a big saddle tank engine with 6 wheels and painted brown.
Ah, there you are, Tyler. Meet the railway's new arrival. What's your name again?
My name is 16. Nice to meet you, Tyler.
16? But that's...
Not a proper name, I know. I never had one. I was always referred to by my number. Anywhere I went, everyone else did the same. It just stuck as a name after a while.
In that case then, 16, you will be working with Tyler in the yard. Tyler, please show him around.
Yes, sir.
Tyler was happy to show 16 around. He rumbled along and soon brought the newcomer to the marshalling yard.
As you can see, it gets really busy here, and these trucks can be tricky.
And I thought you were just pathetic not being able to handle this work on your own. Now I can see it would tire almost any shunter out. With that, 16 rumbled forward and bumped the trucks hard.
16, they're not being troublesome. There's no need for that.
Charming, isn't he? Oh well, he'll learn everything in time. Come on, Tyler, it's time to take the milk tank to Salisbury anyways.
Oh, right. I have to go now, 16. I'll be back soon.
But of course, 16 didn't even notice him going.
Hello, Tyler. I heard that there's a new engine at the yards.
Yeah. His name is 16. The Fat Controller bought him from a railway in the Midlands.
16?
Oh, yeah. He admitted it's not a proper name. But he never had one, so it just... stuck.
That's what I thought. I heard about that engine before.
You have?
Yes, a visitor from Gloucestershire once told me about an engine called 16. Before he worked in the Midlands, he worked at the steelworks. He left in disgrace after he ignored a warning sign and toppled off the rails down a bank.
A steelworks shunter, eh? I've heard about that new tank engine from Emily. If he came from a steelworks, he's bound to be trouble.
Well, he's a little ignorant, but he's keen to work.
Pah! Steelworks engines are the most awkward engines you could ever meet. They are rough, rude, and troublesome, and the nameless ones are the worst.
Tyler and Toby knew nothing could change Henry's mind, so they said nothing. Meanwhile, 16 was shunting Gordon's coaches. The sky was darkening and heavy rain and mist was soon to follow. The engine knew this could cause trouble, and so the signalman was highly depended on to make sure nothing went wrong.
Look at that. I'm never fond of this kind of weather.
At least you have my cab to keep you dry. I'm going to be soaked. Before 16 could complain about how much he hated the rain, a foreman ran up to them.
Sorry to spoil your break, but you're needed urgently. Luke and James's trains still need to be shunted, and with this bad weather, they need to be ready as soon as possible. Hurry now.
What, me? What about Tyler?
He can't help. He's got a train to take. Now shut up and get moving.
16 was very annoyed, and he sulked away. As he went, he saw Luke, who was looking worried. Oh, hello. Can you arrange my trucks for me? The sooner I leave, the better, and after all, they're sure to try some tricks in this weather. Ha! Not my problem. I'm too busy, so get them yourself. And he bustled rudely away to find James's coaches. Every coach on the railway has a vacuum pipe. This is something that is connected to an engine's brake pipe, transferring air pressure from the brakes to the coaches when a train is stopping. It keeps coaches under control whenever the brakes are put on, which makes it vital that it is always connected.
Blimey, this rain isn't gonna stop, is it now?
Oh, I don't care. Hurry up. I'm soaking wet here.
Oh, put a sock in it.
16 was getting impatient and was raring to get back to the sheds. The shunter fastened the coupling when 16 suddenly started, nearly taking the shunter's pole with him. Worse still, he had been too impatient to let the shunter connect the vacuum pipe. The points arrangement on the main line was awkward. 16 was now on the express line and had to cross over to the middle track before he could get to the platform. But before he could do that, he had to wait at the signal to let another engine pass through. As they neared the signal, 16's driver began to put on the brakes. As he did, 16 felt the weight of the coaches pushing hard in his buffers.
What on earth is going on? The brakes aren't working.
Stay calm. Hang on.
The driver applied the brakes harder, but it only made 16's wheels lock. Without the vacuum pipe attached, the heavy coaches surged into 16 and pushed him along.
We've lost control.
What's going on? Learn to control an engine properly. The driver began to shut off steam, but it was too late.
That's torn it. We're not going any further today. Oh, and look, we've blocked the lines.
And here's the cause of it. Look, the vacuum pipe wasn't attached.
You careless engine. You were too impatient to let the shunter connect it.
Pah!
Oh, never mind him. I'll go and alert the station master. You go and tell the signalman what's happened. Quickly now.
And so they did. Signals were reset and all traffic was halted. With 16 blocking 2 tracks, it was vital that nothing crashed into him.
What's going on? I was supposed to have the right of way.
I'm afraid there's been a derailment. It's blocking the line, and until Gordon's Express can get safely through, you're stuck here.
Oh dear. But is there anything we can do?
Okay, I was only on my way to the sheds for a rest. I can help clear the line.
Brilliant thinking. You can start with escorting the empty coaches away.
The passengers at the platform erupted in fury at the news, and needless to say, Gordon wasn't helping. But there was nothing they could do about it, and the rescue mission set to work. It was very late by the time 16 was put back on the rails. The fast controller spoke severely to him about the accident.
Your behaviour has been appalling today, 16. Your impatience and sulky attitude has caused confusion and delay. My engines run on time and rely on each other to keep things moving. I have never seen such disruption in this yard, where everything was severely delayed because of your accident.
Then he turned to 16's driver and fireman.
As for you two, I'm afraid I need to have a word with you in my office. I can't have staff that cannot keep their engine under control.
I understand, sir.
Me too.
Whether you will stay on this railway or not is certainly unknown for now, 16. Good night.
Tyler was shocked at what he had just seen. He looked over at 16 and wondered if he should say something. But he thought it was best not to, as he rumbled away, leaving 16 with a lot to think about.